So what in the Carlos Sainz is going on here? There is breaking news being that Pierre Gasly has signed an extension. Loris Barreto reports that he's expected to stay at the French outfit until 2026 at the very least. Pierre Gasly has signed a new multi-year deal at Alpine. 2026 it will run to. Gasly pursued other options but wanted a long-term project. Alpine indeed offered that. He's impressed the team with his approach and thus far was their key target. Really? Am I believing that really? Should Pierre Gasly have been their key target? Bearing in mind they have operational infrastructure along with 1,000 other things that they need to fix for. Their leadership is a turning table. What are we doing at Alpine? And I don't want to bury the lead in all of this because I want to know where Carlos Sainz is headed, because that, for me, is the headline story. As reports are saying now that Fabio Briatore has been courting Carlos Sainz Jr. You saw them having conversations, Carlos Sainz Sr. and Fabio Briatore, at the last Grand Prix. Therefore, you can assume there will be negotiations ongoing. Alpine will be keen to bring a driver of Sainz Jr.'s calibre to that French outfit. Oh, the humanity. Carlos Sainz Jr. at Alpine? Surely not. From Ferrari, a race-winning outfit, prestige and heritage, to Alpine in stark contrast, who don't even know whether they want to manufacture their own engines. Oh, the humanity, Steve. Jomo, what is going on? I can't square this circle, nor can I balance this imbalanced F1 equation. Baxter said it best, that Carlos Sainz Jr. is a works driver, and all he's seeking at the moment is to drive for a customer team. Surely that doesn't make sense. Surely Carlos Sainz Jr.'s team and handlers want to get around him, counsel him, advise him in earnest, because these next years are the most important ones in his career, are they not? He's getting on, 29, nearly 30 years old. He's getting on. These are the prime years of his career, are they not? If he harbours ambitions of ever winning a championship, then he needs to do that now. Get on that train. Expedite for his learning curve as of June 2024. I say all that to say this. Carlos Sainz Jr. can't afford to make any missteps. So as far as the options available to him, which ostensibly are thus Audi, Williams or Alpine, he can't afford to make a wrong move. So then I ask you this question. Which one of the aforementioned three teams should he join? Should it be Williams? James Vowles has talked all the right stuff, hiring loads of engineers, but he said that they harbour aspirations to win championships and races as early, he says, as 2028. By that time, Carlos Sainz will be as near as makes no difference, 100 years old. Surely then, that doesn't make sense. He needs to be at a team that harbours aspirations of winning championships and races before 2028. That's in 3 years' time. I know James Vowles is being realistic, putting in place the requisite infrastructure and then allowing for the long lead time to take place. It takes time to turn around the ship in Formula One. We are all acutely aware of that. However, 2028, Carlos is driving for Ferrari at the moment alongside one Charles Leclerc. This does not make sense, does it? Why would he do that? Now Williams, of course, have heritage, 92, 93 World Championship winner. Of course, they were once upon a time great. Frank Williams settings, Adrian Newey settings too. But now, what have Williams as a team done for me lately? Alex Albon is a god-tier driver, but Logan Sargent has underperformed. And surely this speaks to poor decision-making. I do not know. Do you join Audi as an outfit, a brand new team with lots of financial backing behind them? You would imagine that Audi will nail the engine specification as at 20261 would imagine. However, in F1, Durable competitive advantage and legacy knowledge is all important. When have you ever seen a team not named Tyrrell or Brawn in 2009 jump into the sport of F1 and nail it immediately? As of day zero, it doesn't happen. This is rarefied air, borderline Mission Impossible settings. So then maybe you are left with Alpine if you are Carlos Sainz Jr. Go and drive alongside a newly extended Pierre Gasly. Replace one Frenchman, Esteban Ocon. Potentially this is the play. If you look at them in the constructors' standings, they have momentum behind them, do they not? Alpine Renault currently stands 7th ahead of Haas, Williams and Sauber Ferrari. I did not know this prior to my doing due diligence and checking. They are then on the up and up, are they not? Well, depending on who you're talking to, you might get a different version of events. Listen, in longer form is what matters here for Carlos Sainz Jr. You want to join a team that has direction, that will be going nowhere, that understands its engine manufacturer settings. Do Alpine know that? Are they going to continue to build their own engine? Are they investing the requisite money, material finances into doing that? Well, Joe Sayward, if he's to be believed, argues not. The others towards 2026, annually, their investment is 90 million circa. What are we doing here? Renault, then you would expect to be doing similar as far as 90 million, 100 million maybe to catch up that deficit. Absolutely not. 45 million is the rumour that that's what they're investing as far as development into their 2026. Well, sack it off then, Alpine, surely. Sack it off. Luca De Meo, there are questions around his priorities and his short to medium term objective. Does he harbour aspirations to sit above an abridged entity encompassing Peugeot and Renault? Is that where his priorities lie? Because if indeed that's where they lie, then Carlos Sainz cannot join that team. A fish stinks from the head down, some say. In order to be successful in F1, then you need the investment, the buy-in of key stakeholders. Uncertainty is what encompasses Alpine and Renault for now, in my humble opinion. Crap says would go to Audi, but what matters is he goes somewhere. He's got a seat. Crap. He absolutely has a seat for next year, but decision making in F1 is fundamental, lest we forget the long line of drivers who have had success in their hands and made bad decisions, and because of those bad decisions, they've never been able to reach the mountaintop again. Mention no names, Fernando Alpine Alonso, who knew in 2005 and 2006 that those could potentially be his last championships, that he would never get there again, courtesy of some bad decisions and joining the wrong teams at the wrong time. This has been Fernando Alonso's lot, not for want of driving ability. His talent is off the charts, his racing IQ is next level. Poor decision making, however, his lack of success has been a function of that. Oh, the humanity. And this is why I worry for Carlos Sainz Jr. I don't know the answer to these questions. It's too complicated, too multifaceted, a Rubik's Cube of a motorsporting problem. I don't know. He won't know. As God tier and as intelligent as that chap is, as high as his race IQ, only the outcome ultimately over the next 3 to 4 years will bear the fruits. This will leave him vindicated or vulnerable, will it not, Michael? I want to see him make a decision. Can't wait to hear where all the dominoes fall. I think Flavio Briatore will have a hand in this. I think that's why you bring him on, right? You bring him on to get these key decisions over the line. He's not necessarily a God tier F1 mind. He's a business man. And if you harbour aspirations as Alpine to turn around your ship using a God tier driver like Carlos Sainz Jr., therefore you bring Flavio Briatore on board to get that deal over line. This is why you would have seen pictures of Flavio Briatore having talks with Carlos Sainz Sr. They will be negotiating in real time, putting forth their best foot, trying to bait Carlos Sainz Jr. into signing for their team next year. Oh, the humanity. I say all that to say this. What is F1 if not a meritocracy? It's a travesty of justice that Carlos Sainz Jr. finds himself in this circumstance. You cannot blame Ferrari for signing Sir Lewis, Carl Davidson, Hamilton. You cannot. That marketing behemoth is unbelievable. The stuff of fairy tale. What Ferrari combined in marketing symbiosis with Lewis Hamilton, brand Hamilton. No, you cannot turn that down. That's a blank check setting. Give Lewis that. Let him write his own number, ambassadorial role, multi-year deal, etc., etc. I cannot hate that. However, the downside ramifications is that Carlos Sainz Jr., as a brilliant driver, a fantastic racing mind, son of legend of rally Carlos Sainz Sr., is left holding the baby. He's the odd man out. This is F1 musical chairs, and Carlos Sainz Jr. does not have a seat. Oh, the humanity. Leaves a bad taste in the mouth, doesn't it? Not the best. But I digress. The prosecution rests. No further questions, Your Honour.